Bengals training camp and the best dunks since Vince Carter.
Oh.
A Jake Browning day at Bengals camp, scheduled day off for Joe Burrow. Geno Stone, no practice touchdowns for Shedrick Jackson on his watch. Burrow did throw a little. The consensus remains he looks excellent at Bengals camp, so no Burrow, no Jamar Chase. T. Higgins did practice. Good rep for DJ Turner. Go DJ. That's your DJ. Points to DJ Turner in one of the true position competitions at camp, which we'll talk about in the show. I still think he wins the battle. Just my take. 3 days done at training camp. Gabby Sorrentino and Reagan Holgate continue our team coverage at the stadium.
Hey, Joe and Jeremy, I'm Gabby, she's Reagan. We're back here outside of Paycor Stadium, day 3 of Bengals training camp wrapping up earlier today. It was a little bit of a lazy Friday here at Paycor Stadium. A lot of veterans taking the day for some R&R, a lot of them not dressed. Joe Burrow was scheduled to not practice. He did end up getting a few throws in there, Reagan. But I want to just talk about just some observations the last 3 days. Joe is looking really good.
Yeah, and I mean, the main storyline obviously coming into training camp, what is Joe going to look like coming off of this injury? And coming off of an off season, obviously, where he was doing a lot of work, and you can see that because he's put on a few pounds, and you can definitely tell. I don't want to use the word beefy, but I mean, he just looks a little bit thicker. And again, we're not the only ones noticing this, right? Like, that was the number one thing I think we took away from day 1 of training camp. Like, he looks good, he looks ready to go, like the old Joe that we all knew. And so we actually had a chance today in the locker room to kind of ask his teammates, what do they see while they're out there with him? Let's hear it.
I mean, I think he looks good. I'm not an expert of the wrist, but he's throwing it well. So, you know, outside of that, it's kind of hard to tell you. It's been like 2 days.
I think he looks great. I mean, obviously, you know, physically you can see that he did a lot of work this offseason. You know, I'm not even sure he knows how much he has in that cannon, you know, and he's throwing it deep. So he's kind of, he's getting dialed in, and, you know, coming off of an injury like that, I think he did everything he was supposed to do. And is ready for, you know, a 7-month campaign that hopefully ends in a championship.
And the word championship, Gabby, that's something that this team is so heavily focused on. At the end of this season, finally getting that first ever Super Bowl win. It's something they've been so close to at times, but something this city is so longing for, and this team really firmly believes that they have the squad to get it done.
And I think it shows a lot that 3 days into training camp, we're already talking championships. Well, tomorrow on Sports Wrap, it's me and Reagan back again. We'll have more from the past 3 days of Bengals training camp, but for now, at Paycor Stadium, I'm Gabby Sorrentino, she's Reagan Holgate. Joe, Jeremy, back to you guys.
I'm beginning to wonder if they plan their outfits. You know, like, we're just out here willy-nilly. Now, we're both the pink crew tonight. See, we didn't plan this.
I did ask them that today.
I was wondering.
They said they only plan when they're anchoring together. So today, wearing the white was serendipitous.
Okay. I have a question for you. We got about a minute or so here. We're going to get to Amari Mims. I am curious, do you think it's possible, with Trent Brown being out with some tightness, as Zach Taylor said, is it possible that Amari Mims can win the starting spot at right tackle, or is he a placeholder no matter what until Trent Brown comes back?
I think it's possible. I don't think the Bengals want it for week 1.
I agree.
I think when the franchise is the franchise, you hold your breath, even if Amari Mims is everything we think he's going to be, with the size, the great feet, the athleticism, the great attitude. Do you really want week 1, starting an NFL season where this guy's never played, a rookie right tackle protecting Joe Burrow? I don't think they want that.
I think at all costs you protect Joe Burrow. It doesn't sound right. You're right. Starting a rookie week 1, even though it's the Patriots, I think Trent Brown is that guy. I think all signs are he's going to be okay as well.
But certainly Mims has turned heads, not only here at camp, but all offseason. That's why he was running with the starters here the first week of training camp. We know Trent Brown's not here. Mims has stepped in. Everybody in the locker room says he looks good. Here is our conversation inside the locker room with the Bengals' first-round pick. I'm sure you had expectation of what training camp was going to look like, was going to feel like. You've done this for 3 days now. What's it like?
Like I said, I just take it day by day, honestly. You know, first day, you know, it's going to be mistakes, and I got to realize that. You know, I go out there and, put my best foot forward, and then after practice is over, come in, reevaluate myself, and, try to do better second day, and so on.
Is it enjoyable? Is it stressful? What's the emotion like for you out on the field?
Nah, I ain't gonna say stressful. I'm just trying to enjoy the moment. Like I said, I'm in the offense with the ones, man. I know it's gonna be a little pressure, but nah, ain't nothing to be stressed about. Because that's what I work for. I work hard. From since I got drafted. The OTAs, the mini camps, and all that good stuff we had, even in our month off. I work for this. So it's just good to see what I've been working for is paying off. And I'm being rewarded by running with the first group. So
you've done football a long time. Are you able to go out there and say, Amari, this is just football, or do you feel in the back of your mind, I'm a first-round pick, I got to prove myself? Is it any of that?
It's a little bit of both. I'm not gonna lie. And some people, you ask me a question like that, they're gonna say the same thing. It's a little bit of both. But it's just really getting yourself to remain calm and not trying to overdo it, because once you try to overdo it and you get out of your comfort zone, you tend to make more mistakes. So like I said, just really going out there trusting myself. My teammates trust me, and my coach trust me, because if they didn't trust me, they wouldn't put me in. So like I said, really just going out there, put my best foot forward, and watching on film later and seeing how I can correct myself the next day.
I saw after a rep, one of your linemen came over and fist bumped you. What's the hardest part, though, of being a young guy thrown into the situation you're in right now?
Man, it's just, I'm going against guys like Sam Hubbard and Trey Henderson, so it's man, I'm the best of the best. So like I said, those guys are getting me ready. And, going against the best of the best, it's going to be good when come game time.
He's such a good one. From one rookie to another, Jermaine Burton stayed after practice to work on the jugs machine, and the Twitter machine is having fun with this video right now because, yes, it does look like he's standing in a trash can. Pac-Man Jones is watching. He is not. Jermaine isn't wasting a single minute at camp, trying to prove he can be a reliable target early for Joe Burrow. Could be a big year on deck for Jermaine. What about Dax Hill? We talked with him about his new role at cornerback. A lot of people on the outside, even us media guys, are just curious, man. How's it going that the Bengals kind of moved your role, changed your role? Yeah. You're working in that now. How does it feel? How's it going so far?
It feels great. It's going to be battles every day. I feel like I've been doing well so far. Definitely some things I got to work on and, just get my feet right. Covering top-tier receivers week in and week out, I feel like that's something that needs to be pristine and precise, I feel like, every day. So that's something I really want to work on and continue to get better at.
What's the biggest thing for you? Is there kind of a reminder or a thing you're thinking about that you want to make sure you're tuned into every day?
Really just being mentally checked in every day. I feel like that's the biggest attribute, I would say, as a corner now. Really just being mentally dialed in and really just coming in and really just having like I just said, strong mental and competing.
I don't know if this is a plan from the Bengals side of things and every single day at camp, but do you want them to come at you to challenge you so you get those reps?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like that's what they were doing from day one since yesterday. So I think this is preparing me for what's to come, and I'm excited. I'm getting tested, and that's all I can ask for right now. It's getting me better, it's getting the whole team better. So.
Yeah, Dax said he worked a lot with his trainer in the offseason on footwork to be ready to fight for that corner position. We'll see how it plays out. Monday, another big day on Fox 19. Now it is our second training camp special. We'll dig into Joe Burrow's different approach this season. He does have one, and why a lot of it has nothing to do with football. Latest on Jamar Chase. Will he practice? Will he talk? We'll feature the top moments of the day and go inside the locker room. 30 minutes of live Bengals coverage at 6:30 on Monday, only on the Bengals flagship station.
One of college football's